Please watch this story to the end. The Sadness Behind the Smile, the story of Robin Williams. Robin Williams was the man who could make the world laugh with just a look, a voice, or a line. From Mrs. Doubtfire to Good Will Hunting, Aladdin to Dead Poets Society, he wasn't just a funny man. He was brilliant, magnetic, unforgettable. But what most people didn't see was that behind the wild energy and loud characters was a man battling deep sadness. Robin Williams struggled with addiction, mental health, and later a debilitating condition called Lewy body dementia, a disease that affects thinking, movement, and behavior. In the final years of his life, Robin was misdiagnosed with Parkinson's. He began to feel like he was losing himself, his creativity, his clarity, his spark. But no one really understood the depths of what he was experiencing. Even as he gave joy to millions, he felt trapped in a body and brain he no longer recognized. On August 11th, 2014, the world lost him to suicide. He was 63. The world was stunned. How could someone so full of life be in that much pain? But here's what makes Robin's story so important and so human. He gave everything he had to make others feel something. He walked into rooms where people were grieving, sick, or lonely, and used his gift to bring them light. Robin once said, "I think the saddest people always try their hardest to make people happy because they know what it feels like to feel absolutely worthless. And they don't want anybody else to feel that way." So here's what we can learn from Robin's life. Check on the strong ones. Check on the funny ones. Check on the ones who seem okay. Because the biggest smiles can hide the deepest battles. And if you're struggling, please don't suffer in silence. You are loved. You are needed. Reach out, speak up, and hold on. Because your story isn't finished. And just like Robin, you have a light that can change the world. What made me read Robin's story is because Robin Williams' story is my son Tyreek Fisher's story. And he died in August as well, August 19th, 2021, from the same, you know, he took his own life. And he had the most friends that anyone could have. He was always laughing. They would go on trips and he'd go on trips with me. I didn't know my own child was in so much pain. I wouldn't have allowed him. I would have told him these same things that I'm telling you to tell your loved ones. He smiled and he'd always ask me, "Mom, are you okay?" He always tried to be the man for my family, especially being that my husband was incarcerated. And while he was trying to be there strong for me, I was the one who needed to be there strong for him. his friends, me. It's like we all missed it. And I don't want this to happen to your family or anyone else, because this cuts really deep. Sure, there were signs that he had, at times sadness, but we all have sadness at times. What what I didn't see was the deep, deep rooted pain that caused him on that faithful day to make that decision to take his life. On the day that he did take his life, um, I I went to the site to go get his car. And I looked inside his car. And you could see from the cameras, he sat in a car for a while before he went into the place. And while he sat in the car, he had he smoked something, I guess, to clear his mind and make him comfortable with the decision that he was about to make. And he made sure there was no one around that could get hurt when he was doing what he did. Check on the strong ones, check on your loved ones. Because this kind of pain, I wouldn't want my worst enemy to feel. Have a blessed day.